Welcome back to another episode of Do You Want to Hear Something Awful?
Awful.
My name is Alyson, and I'm here with my special guest,
Tabitha.
And that means that it is going to be an unscripted episode where we learn about these situations in real time and give you our
honest thoughts.
The FIFA World Cup is going on. Tabitha and I have been thinking a lot about soccer.
I feel like saying that we've been thinking a lot about soccer for me is a little reaching.
You have?
I'm doing banter. I haven't thought about soccer that much. I've seen it when I go into places, though. I see the World Cup.
I've thought about soccer because it's every time I drive through the McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's soccer right in front of my face. There's the soccer squishmallows. There's the soccer cups.
You're so right.
That's why I've been thinking about soccer.
Yeah.
I haven't been thinking about it as a sport. It's just been pushed in front of me through advertising.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I haven't actually thought about the sport much.
It's no longer Pride Month, so I can't say that.
Happy July.
Happy July. But I will have you know that as happily married lesbians in happy marriages, we feel it is our duty to analyze some situations. And I was just informed by Tabitha of the Ali Krieger, Ashlyn Harris, and Sophia Bush situation.
Yes. I don't know much about it. I just am aware that it's happening. I know who all three of them are. Ashlyn Harris and Ali Krieger had kids. So I'm just curious what's going on with this. I think it's been, I'm assuming, messy.
So messy. It is so messy. So in September of 2023, so this is kind of old news, though, is the thing.
The documentary is new.
Yes. Okay, so Ashlyn Harris had a Roku documentary, and that came out earlier this past June. She's calling her documentary a love letter to herself.
She seems full of herself, I gotta say. So far, I have anything but
Let me
Team
make
Ali.
sure that this is a correct quote.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, she did. She said it's a love story and a love letter to
A
herself.
love story?
And a love letter to herself. That's what she's describing her documentary as. Apparently, the documentary was unbearable, and she was so narcissistic in the whole interview. Ashlyn talking about back in the day as if she's not 40 years old. Ashlyn Harris and her Roku documentary. It's called Game Changers, the Ashlyn Harris story.
Wow.
Based off of what you know about her, did she change the game?
No.
Okay. Well,
I don't... Listen, I'm not, like, a massive soccer fan. I know a good thing or two, and I followed the women's national team fairly well. I don't think she was much of a... Like, I think she did some things with, like, the equal pay fight, possibly.
Yeah, she was a lead plaintiff in that lawsuit.
I think that's almost more of what she's known for. And then her marriage to Ali Krieger,
Okay,
who I think is probably technically a better player than her. But
What?
they're different positions.
Okay.
But Ali Krieger, I think, like,
That's tea.
is... If you have a draft, you're going to go with Ali Krieger first.
I guess Sophia Bush and Ashlyn Harris are still together, and they have been together for 3 years.
Okay.
Ashlyn filed for divorce in September of 2023, and then she went public with actress Sophia Bush, who had also very recently filed for divorce from her husband. And Ali posted on Instagram that she was in her Beyonce Lemonade era, so I guess that implies that she was cheated on.
Okay.
And then in the documentary, Ashlyn says that she made really bad decisions at the end, and she did cause hurt in the relationship.
So she cheated, it sounds like.
Well, yeah. I have an episode, you guys, that I just made on how to predict cheating scientifically. And I also have another episode, the Erin Iverson episode and the Christy and Desmond Scott episode. There has been so much cheating lately, you guys. What's up with the cheating?
I think it's...
Y'all need to stop cheating.
I think it's been around since, like, the beginning of time. I think there's just cheaters out there.
Is everybody hitting the 7-year itch at the same time or something?
Could be.
Like everybody's
Could be
having freaking
batch.
babies right
it's
now?
Just like a fresh batch.
A fresh batch of cheating?
Uh-huh.
What was I looking at? I guess, okay, Sophia Bush and Ashlyn Harris were rumored to have cheated with each other.
Which I think checks out if they both were recently.
But she has publicly denied cheating on Krieger.
Well, of course.
And Bush also denied it. Harris, in her documentary, as I mentioned, acknowledged that she caused pain during the divorce process.
Yeah.
So,
Which, I mean, I
that
guess
points to, like,
I guess it could be technically not cheating, but I think it's suspicious. I think that there's a chance that she cheated.
Well, so
good chance.
Ashlyn I feel like also, like, she was very defensive. She went on a press run, apparently, and she was, like, defending herself adamantly against these cheating rumors. Oh my God. She was saying that her marriage to Ali had lacked intimacy for a long time and that she felt neglected and that she took a backseat in the relationship.
That's a pretty crazy thing to say.
That's a crazy thing to say because they had kids.
Yeah, they had kids.
Let me see what she said in her press run. Okay, so in her documentary, she says that she doesn't regret the life they built together, but the relationship, quote, just wasn't for me. That's horrible. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think that is what something I saw, maybe that quote, it's familiar. I think I saw people, like, saying that on Reddit.
Okay, well, listen to this. She said that she tried to make things work, even going so far as to suggest an open marriage.
Oh, so it sounds like there were some deep issues.
There were some deep issues. Also, the whole time she was complaining about the cyberbullying and the mental health toll the public divorce took on her. A divorce publicly has to be pretty stressful, but also, like, she went and she told everybody that Ali and her weren't having sex. And I feel like that's really not something that if you didn't want your divorce to go public, that's not something you would tell the press. Yes, that's what she told the press.
But she said, like, the words, like, I thought you said, like, intimacy lacked for a long time, but, like, they weren't.
Well,
like,
you want to know the wording?
Yeah, I'm curious the wording. Like,
how did Ashlyn Harris?
I'd really love to watch this documentary, but I don't know if we have Roku. Just kidding. I feel like this documentary might make me want to, like...
She said that...
Scream.
She said specifically, her and her ex-wife, Ali Krieger, lacked physical and emotional intimacy during parts of their marriage on a podcast. And she said that she did not feel like a priority and that soccer, jobs, and their kids came first, which left her without an emotional or physical connection. So her solution was to ask Krieger for an open marriage.
Maybe she's raising kids with you and you can work on it.
Well, the thing is, when kids come into a relationship, and you guys, I talked about this on my How to Predict Cheating podcast. It is statistically, the Gottmans found that relationship satisfaction within the first months of having a kid drop by 70%.
Yeah, wow.
It is just a fact of life, and I feel like it's very greedy for her to expect Ali to be everything for her when it's like you only have so much limited energy. And being a mom is important. They chose to be parents.
They did choose to be parents.
Oh, they chose.
Did they?
That was not an accident.
No. So how did their kids come into their lives? Which I always find interesting as a lesbian who wants kids in the future.
They adopted them.
Okay.
And the names are Sloane Phillips and Ocean Maeve.
Okay.
Sloane Phillips is the girl and Ocean Maeve is the boy.
So they have a boy and a girl.
Uh-huh. And they do co-parent their kids.
Still. Okay.
Yes, and Sophia Bush is now stepmommy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with this person commenting the what about me victimization of herself was disgusting. Especially when she was indirectly saying she should take priority for Ali over the kids and Ali's father was in hospice.
Oh my God. Wow.
The kids are going to be able to find and read about how Ashlyn was on the fence about wanting to adopt Ocean.
Oh, this goes like pretty deep.
And how she kept trying to justify cheating on their other mom and how she resents their other mom for putting the kids, her dying father, and the end of her career before intimacy.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
my gosh.
Juicy. So does she say this in her documentary or was this on like podcasts?
This is on podcasts. Okay. I don't know about her documentary. We should.
It looked like her documentary was more like sports oriented.
Yeah, well, it's called Game Changers. This is not game changing. No. This is very bad. Sophia Bush was like vehemently defending Ashlyn every step of the way.
That's her. That's her woman.
That's horrible. They got married in December of 2019 and adopted in 21 and 22.
Okay. They had kids like just a few years in then.
Oh, this person. I'm sure the kid's birth mom is a little annoyed with Ashlyn. She placed her kid with Ali and Ashlyn for stability for the children, and Ashlyn is acting crazy.
That's a really good point.
That's heartbreaking, honestly. Oh, here's another comment that's interesting. Ashlyn talking about Ali is the only thing that keeps her semi-relevant.
So it seems like she's been doing this a lot?
Yeah. She gave the whole I didn't cheat speech on multiple podcasts and just kept saying how unhappy she was for so long in their marriage and that they weren't intimate for the duration of the marriage.
Wow.
And she was just suffering from unhappiness the whole time and was taking responsibility for, quote, letting herself stay in a bad relationship.
So it seems like she's writing that answer to the grave.
She's writing that answer to the grave, for sure. That's just a really shitty thing to say.
Also, like, even if that is her personal reasons, like, I don't know why this needs to be made public. It sounds like her and JoJo Siwa would get along.
They would. I don't know. If they both cheat again, if they want to cheat again, maybe they can cheat.
Oh, that would be a horrific couple.
I'm so mean.
That would be an awful couple, I gotta say.
It would be an awful couple for sure. Or Ali Krieger had a statement about Ashlyn Harris's recent, about the whole press run that Ashlyn Harris did where she was defending herself vehemently. I'm overwhelmed and grateful by the outpouring of love and support I've received this year. However, amid this warmth, I've also had to confront a wave of dishonesty and misinformation regarding my marriage and personal life. While I'm not yet prepared to make a formal statement, I feel compelled to address this currently to prevent further distortion of the truth. Above all else, my unwavering priority remains the protection and well-being of my children. I promise to share more when my heart feels ready.
Which is a classy statement.
That's a very classy statement. It's a very classy statement. Oh my God. And then after Ali Krieger posted that on her story, Ashlyn Harris posted on her story like a repost of this, and she finally chose herself this time, is what Ashlyn Harris posted on her story after Ali Krieger posted that.
Oh my gosh. So she's just like very, I don't think, she kind of reminds me of my dad.
Honest.
Doesn't really care. You leave the family, don't really care about your wife or kids, just leave.
Oh my
if you're not happy. And you know, like, I think even if she is profoundly unhappy, there's
that's not an excuse. I'm sorry. It's not an excuse to cheat.
Like, don't cheat, and also, like, speak up if you don't want kids.
Oh my God.
She's gonna abandon them.
No, and don't say on a podcast. Do not say on a podcast that you were on the fence about adopting one of your kids. No. That is so wrong for the birth mom, for the kid, for everybody involved. Mm-hmm. There's already enough trauma involved with adoption.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
It's insane to me.
Pretty shitty.
It is so shitty. Okay, so this was on a podcast where she stated she chooses exceptionalism daily, adding, I don't fuck with average people. They make me uncomfortable. I don't like to be in the same rooms. I think it's contagious.
Wow, she'd really hate going to Walmart then, huh? She's too good for Walmart.
Too good for anywhere on earth? Mm-hmm. What even is average? Wow. Wow.
I'm not an Ashlyn Harris fan, I gotta say.
I'm not. And I just feel like the fact that she said I did cause hurt during the divorce with Ali is like very, very close to coming to admitting to cheat. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. My thing is, like, if she and Sophia Bush were talking at all and waited to be physically intimate until they divorced,
it's still like
that's still cheating.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's emotionally cheating. And cheating, because it's clear that they wanted it to be physical.
Oh my gosh. So Sophia said she was in love with Ashlyn before they went out for the first time. What? Tell me you cheated without telling me you cheated.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's really emotional cheating, huh?
Let me see if the documentary is online.
Surely Roku can't be too prestigious.
Oh, look at this. The whole thing is on YouTube.
Of course.
Oh, we're going to get to watch this. Oh my. Apparently this is unbearable to watch, so we're going to see how far we can get through this.
I wanted that pressure.
I'm already bored. Is that Ali Krieger? Did they really put her in this documentary?
Did they?
We went out on that
Let's see, I'll tell you.
World Cup. Bunch of young players, and we had...
I'm sure she's in here because that footage is like a lot of the... Yeah, that's her right there. It sounds like she's gone into her whole family.
In Florida for 2 queer women. And then, sure enough, 3 weeks later, I matched with a baby, a little girl. Our careers being put on hold, and we were kind of locked inside. It was a no-brainer for Ali and I.
Got a phone call like, hey, we're adopting a baby. And I was just like, all right. Like, I just couldn't believe it.
We were new moms. We didn't know what we were doing. We were barely sleeping, and we had to get up at 6 and 7 a.m. to make sure we were at practice by 9. Captains of the team, and showing up and playing our part and giving everyone, all of us that we had that day. And I just remember, like, completely being on fumes.
You adopted a baby.
You chose it.
You chose to adopt a baby.
And I think if people if they disagree so strongly on wanting kids or not, I don't think they should be together.
Wow, she has a lot of Botox.
You have to be thin, tall, skinny, lean, athletic.
Okay. After watching, I don't feel like I need to watch this documentary all the way to even, like... It's a really bad documentary,
It's also kind of all over the map.
It's all over the map. I gotta say,
there?
it's literally just pictures of her intercut with an interview. It's not really anything...
That's not like groundbreaking.
It's not anything groundbreaking. And I think the overall vibe that I'm seeing online is that people did not enjoy the documentary. But my thing...
I think it was damage control for her.
Oh my God, I was just about to say that. I think that Ashlyn Harris paid Roku to make a documentary about her so that she could recover her reputation.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
because that entire documentary, it screamed made by Ashlyn. It had nothing negative against her. It had nothing about people's opinions about her. It was so different than the public opinion online that it almost feels like propaganda.
Ashlyn Harris propaganda. I don't want any part of that.
This person said, I think it's a documentary about the mindset you have to be in as a forever backup goalkeeper, any bench or fringe player. It would actually be kind of interesting.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I love that. Like I said, I think that's more of like, I don't think she was like any like star for them.
I agree with this. Okay. Is the game she changed in the room with us?
That's really good.
Accepting that a person is not right for you is totally fine. So obsessing over your ex years later is not. Ashlyn seems to be using Krieger's name to stay relevant, simply because no one is interested in her on her own. She forgot the part where she cheated. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think the documentary was total propaganda. It said nothing
about her
nothing
cheating.
about anything. Like, I just, I think like it was just a PR campaign for her to get her reputation back. I don't regret anything about the life we built together. It just wasn't for me, like we were talking about ice cream flavors. Imagine their kids having to hear this shit when they are old enough. Just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Girl's acting like she went to war and it's just having a wife and kids. I do agree. It is so cruel what she's doing. Everything she said in the documentary. Like, Ali is the mother of her kids and the person she cheated on. I mean, Sophia Bush literally said that she was in love with Ashlyn Harris before they even went out for the first time.
Which means she was probably still in love, like still married to Ali Krieger.
Correct. She completely blindsided Ali, and now she's playing the victim in her documentary. I just feel like her children will have the internet and they're going to see these interviews with their mom.
They will.
And the things that she said would not make me feel very wanted. And there was so much of that documentary that just seemed like fake. I mean, did it not? It seemed like she was trying really hard to paint herself in a good light. Like, she's trying so hard to make herself a victim in it. This was just a month ago that she said, I had to make a really hard decision. I know I hurt Ali in that process. Life is too short to feel the burden and weight of a life you don't want to be in and you don't want to live. Oh my gosh, she's blaming Ali for her mental health issues pretty much. It effing sucks and you have to make hard decisions sometimes, but on the other side of that, bravery is a life maybe you've always imagined.
Wow.
There has got to be a way to talk about divorce without essentially publicly calling your ex a burden and a weight you don't want to live with and calling your own cheating bravery.
Yeah.
That is so true. She's never getting her reputation back, is the thing. Sophia Bush and Ashlyn Harris have kind of pulled back from talking about their relationship as like an amazing love story like they used to, because all the comments were always about how their love story started as an affair. I've said this so many times on this podcast, and I will keep saying it. If they will cheat with you, they will cheat on you. Say it with me, class. If they will cheat with you, they will cheat on you. Thank you. And like I always say, it doesn't matter if you were with somebody and you thought, oh, I don't like this relationship, like, I'm just gonna like cheat, like, I'm gonna just talk to this person, it's no big deal, it's not even cheating, because like my relationship is not being intimate anyways. Ashlyn Harris. Yeah. That's still cheating.
It is. You're married.
You're married.
In that case,
it doesn't matter how unhappy you are married. It is a commitment. Even if the person you're cheating with is not married, they're still choosing to cheat with a married person. So it doesn't matter. A cheater's going to cheat, always. And I think Ashlyn, if this documentary was her last-ditch effort to fix her reputation, I think, in fact, it did the opposite and probably solidified her reputation as just playing the victim, total narcissist. A lot of the quotes she said are so gross. I cannot believe she called her wife and kids a burden.
That is insane to me. That is like, I think she sounds like not a very good person, honestly, at this point with what I'm hearing about her.
Ali has definitely moved on. She's like in a super happy relationship now too. Yeah, but she barely talks. She's with Jim Beattie.
Oh, I think was she on the Arsenal before?
She was on Arsenal in Scotland.
Oh, I like them.
Yeah, I know.
Together.
Well,
that's cute.
She calls her Scottish lassie, which is cute.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's much better.
It's a much better pairing. Look at how happy.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy for Ali Krieger.
Oh my gosh, they're really happy.
Cute.
And you know, Ali Krieger does not talk. Ashlyn just talks and talks and talks and talks
Yeah,
about
Ali Krieger's like over it. She's
Ali
like
Krieger's
moved on
so
with her
over
life.
it.
She's parenting their kids.
Yeah, where's Ashlyn parenting their kids? Honestly, it's just it's insane. Hold on. I found another article I want to read with you really quick. Their daughter is 5 and their son is 3, and she said in a new interview as of June 5th, so around the time her documentary came out, I think she was also, again, trying to do damage control. She's the mother of my children, she said about Ali. I respect her as a mom. I respect her as a player. I respect what she's done for the game. I don't want to ever speak poorly about the mother of my children.
Wow.
But, you do.
But, yeah.
You called her a burden. You blamed her for your mental health.
Jeez.
You said it just wasn't for you, like an ice cream flavor.
I think Ashlyn Harris and my dad have a shocking amount of things in common.
They do. It's actually it's really, really shocking, actually.
I want you to know that my dad called my mother the bitch from hell. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
It's
Kind
the
of,
vibe.
But like, I don't want to
That's-
speak bad about the mother of my child.
No,
but
that's exactly the vibe I'm getting. And also, you don't say that unless there's a big but coming afterwards. I feel like all of Ashlyn Harris's press lately has just been trying to do damage control. She said her daughter got 3 birthday parties and thinks it's the coolest thing ever, as if that, like...
she's trying to, I mean, who has the custody of the kids?
I hope Ali Krieger has primary custody. Who has primary custody? No, they share joint custody.
Okay.
They will primarily live in New Jersey. So where does Ashlyn Harris live then?
I feel like that might be with Ali Krieger because I feel like she played for like a team up there.
Okay, this is what they do. So Sophia Bush and Ashlyn Harris split their time between New York City and Los Angeles. When Ashlyn is in New York City, she'll go to New Jersey to see the kids.
Okay.
But Ali Krieger, it seems like they live with her primarily. And
Yeah.
for that, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I don't get the vibe that Ashlyn Harris really wants them. I think
No.
she liked it as a project during COVID is what it sounded like.
Yeah.
2020, we were
like the-
locked up.
like
It was
how
a
people adopted
no-brainer for
dogs.
us. It's like, yeah. The kids were like a COVID puppy to her. It's so disgusting, honestly. Anyways. Wow. We had some really hot takes on this, and we
Yeah.
came on very strong, and I realize you probably think that we're not very nice people right now, or you're like, oh, finally, somebody's saying what I'm thinking. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, tell us if we're being too harsh. Are we being too harsh? Because to me, this just feels like a really cruel thing to do to your wife and kids.
I agree.
And that documentary, she needs her documentary privileges taken away, and she needs to stop trying to paint herself as a victim, because she will never, ever be seen as a victim.
She's not a victim.
That ship sailed a long time ago. She's never getting her reputation back. And the more she tries to claw back for her reputation, the worse it gets.
Worse it gets.
So, similar to our JoJo Siwa conversation, every time something like this happens, where a lesbian adopts kids, and then this happens, it does not help with what the right-wing people like to say about us lesbians.
So true.
You are playing into their hand. You could have at least done it with some grace and finesse. I think Ali handled it wonderfully.
She seems like a great person.
With the cards that Ashlyn was dealing with her, but
And I'm happy for her.
she
She's
looks
free.
so happy
She
in
looks
those pictures.
happier.
She looks
with
way
Gen BD
happier
than she ever looked with Ashlyn Harris.
way
actually.
happier. So for that, I'm very excited for her.
And you know what? Maybe Ashlyn Harris is happier too. And you know,
Sounds like she is. She keeps talking about how she was in a really dark place mentally when she was with Ali Krieger and the kids. It was just a burden and a weight you don't want to live with. A life you're not happy with. Life is too short to live a life you're not happy with.
well,
I mean, if I were the kids, I'd be so offended. I don't think I would talk to my mom after listening to that podcast, actually, because also she sounds a lot like my mom in some ways too.
yeah, maybe.
She likes the idea of having kids, but she doesn't want to be a parent.
Yeah, she triggers
Both of us.
both of us
In different
issues
ways.
with our parents.
I know.
So I'm sure. I bet you her
Jeez.
kids will probably. I'd have issues if she was my mom.
And I feel bad too for the kids. I hate that this is also affecting, like, I mean, come on, guys. We gotta do, I need some happy lesbian stories now to make this better, because I don't feel like the publicity for lesbians has been that great recently.
No, maybe we should seek out. Maybe we should start ending these episodes with 3 good lesbian things.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
And we're going to be waiting forever. Something.
Okay. There's, oh, wait, there's a new season of I Kissed a Girl coming out.
Oh.
That's some happy lesbian
That is,
news.
except for it got canceled.
After the season, then we get one more
Dun, dun,
season.
dun.
We get one more season.
I just didn't want
Let
you
me
know.
have my happy news.
Here, we can try that again. Okay?
Okay. There's going to be a new season of I Kissed a Girl. Ooh.
How exciting. I liked that show. I think you should just keep that. Oh, there goes my bird. There goes your bird.
I also made the
It
tail
looks
too
like a
small.
bird.
Oh my gosh, it does look like a bird.
Thank you, but it's not turning out as good as it was. I think Ashlyn Harris made me fuck up my bird.
Oh, you're going to have to write a demand letter.
I will.
Oh my gosh, here's another piece. Haley Kiyoko released her feature film, Girls Like Girls, and
yes.
it's getting incredible reviews. So go, Haley Kiyoko. We love you.
We love you.
Thank you for being a bright light
Positive.
in this era of, I don't even know how to describe this era.
Fuckery. Garbage pile.
I mean, I guess Leah Williamson and Elle Smith launched their relationship on the red carpet.
I saw that recently.
So that's good.
I love Leah Williamson too.
I love Leah Williamson. I think that's great. I'm so glad that she found somebody. Let me look at their pictures.
Wasn't
cute.
Elle Smith
They're
like
such a cute couple.
Yeah, they're really
see,
cute.
this is good lesbian news too. Okay, so see, I'm glad I found something.
I don't
good.
know much about Elle Smith, but I think
love
they
Leah
look
Williamson.
really cute and happy. And was Elle Smith like Miss USA or something? I saw.
Yes, yes. Leah Williamson got with
Miss USA.
Miss USA.
Look at you go.
Look, Leah Williamson,
Lesbian hero.
We applaud you, oh Leah Williamson. Thank you. Yes. I'm going to end this podcast by ending with this wonderful quote from Princess of Chicago is her username.
Okay.
So Princess of Chicago says, "We really need to stop giving her a platform." Amen. No more documentaries for her. She needs to lose her privilege.
This isn't a platform for her. I want to be very clear. If she listens to this, I'm bashing her.
I'm bashing you.
I don't think you were a good person.
Anyways, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Do You Want to Hear Something Awful? If you want to hear more of our banter and absolutely unhinged, chaotic conversation, feel free to tune in for more episodes. Go listen to my scripted episodes. They are very well researched, I would like to think, and much more cohesive than this. But it's nice.
I'm the problem.
You're not. I have said so many things that are so... I'm going to have to edit out so much of what I said on this podcast.
It's a fun one.
It is. It's a spicy one.
We should do a whole good one of Leah Williamson and Elle Smith.
I know, we should.
A deep dive.
We should.
Is this like a lesbian specialty podcast now?
I don't think so, because it's called Do You Want to Hear Something Awful? And Leah Williamson and Elle Smith are too good to be on this podcast.
Yeah.
This podcast is for awful things.
It will have to be like, I'm going to start a side lesbian gossip. No.
Check out Tabitha's new podcast.
It's going to be two things. Whittling and
Whittling.
lesbian gossip.
Women love women and whittling or something. Whittling women who love women.
Wow, that's a tongue twister.
So without further ado, we are going to end this podcast.
Bye.
Stop cheating. Be good lesbians. Stop giving us bad publicity. And everybody go make like Leah Williamson and Elle Smith.
That's enough good publicity, though. They really did it. They're doing
everybody a favor. They're doing the Lord's work. So anyways, good night.